You come out with this book,
Yes.
and so first of all, I want to just say it's absolutely beautiful and it's cool looking.
Thank you.
It's like, I'm holding it up now for the audience to see.
Thank
Rock
you.
and soul. It's got some of the greats on the front. It's got pictures of the best and biggest names in music throughout. Large, beautiful, glossy photographs. Listen, if he can make me look good, you can imagine what he can do for like amazing people like Debbie Harry. So there isn't a name that's not in here in the music industry. So I guess I need to start with, like, which are the ones that are most memorable to you? Because it's like Bono, Dylan, the Rolling Stones,
Right.
they're all in here.
Yeah. It's hard to pick, but I would say McCartney is one. Growing up a big Beatles fan, that's how I got into music in the first place. So McCartney and seeing him backstage at Madison Square Garden was pretty exciting. I was kind of like he came walking in the room, and after idolizing him for many years, all I could do is look him in the face and just kind of say, "Holy blank." that's all I can muster up. I was like kind of pretty starstruck. So it was pretty cool. And just having a photo of
like
a
our
Beatle.
friend James Rosen of Fox News,
Yes.
who told me when we were young at Fox together that he wept. He wept
Right.
at a Beatles concert, like uncontrollably. And I told him, James, never repeat that story publicly or you'll never get laid again.
Right. I think he told me the same story.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that's funny.
So who else? Like, talk to us about some of your most memorable encounters with these guys.
Yeah, I've had some great, some funny stories. Elton John stands out. I was Elton's official photographer for 2 Madison Square Garden concerts in New York City. As we all know, Madison Square Garden. I was his official photographer. No other photographers in the photo pit. It was just me. I was hired by his management company. I'd grown up going to Madison Square Garden, seeing concerts there, so it was kind of surreal. Funny story in the book, if you have time, I can tell you that is basically I'm standing all the way at the other end of the stage, the left part of the stage. Elton comes to the edge of his stage. A fan comes leaning in to hand him a big bouquet of balloons. He can't quite reach them, so he looks down at me and kind of gives me the nod, like, "Buddy, give me a hand here. I can't reach these." And another stupid move on my part, starstruck. I just stand there dumbfounded, like I'm in Madison Square Garden. Elton John's talking to me, and I'm standing there, and he's kind of giving me the exaggerated head nudge, like, "Get over here, buddy." And I snap out of it, run over, hand the balloons to Elton John. And I wish somebody had a photo of that to this day, but it was a pretty cool story. Yeah.
Now, how did you wind up in Tina Turner's limousine?
I was hired by Capitol Records, I think, at the time, and I was just following her around. She was doing radio interviews, and I was covering it, taking pictures of her with the executives. And another funny story, these are my 3 favorite me acting like an idiot starstruck story. So I'm across from her in the limousine. She's sitting next to her manager. Her manager had to get off somewhere at a stop. He gets out of the car. Tina Turner looks at me, pats her seat next to her and says, "Come sit next to me, baby. Come sit next to me." And again, what do? I freeze. I'm like, this is this is the beginning of my career, So I grew up. I watched Tina Turner on "Give Me Shelter," the film with Mick Jagger. It's just Tina Turner. It's the famous legs right in front of me.
Icon.
Yeah, right. So I was like,
Total icon.
So I kind of what do? I snap out of it. So okay, and I sit next to her. So luckily, I got a little cooler as time went along.
There's a great story in the book about going to shoot Mick Jagger, I think it was. You were going to shoot Mick Jagger. And I don't, or maybe it was Tommy Lee. It was Tommy Lee.
Yes.
And let's just say he was classic Tommy Lee. Can you give us a window into that encounter?
Yeah, so I had to shoot Tommy Lee and Vince Neil, the singer of Motley Crue. It was 9:00 in the morning up at Elektra Records studios. Just had to snap some shots while they were being interviewed. Tommy Lee is sitting there with a big bottle of Jack Daniels. And 9:00 in the morning offers me, "Hey, you want some Jack Daniels?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." It was a little early for me. At the time, Jack Daniels was my drink, but not 9:00 in the morning. So he looks at me like I'm crazy. I guess, what's wrong with this guy? He doesn't want Jack Daniels. So yeah.
That's good. He was a good host.
Yeah, he was. If it was 9:00 at night, maybe.
Can I say though, it actually, but to be honest, it actually does kind of reflect well on him, because so many of these guys would pay absolutely no attention to the photog, and they might treat you like you were a peon, you were a nothing. And the fact that he offered you some hospitality and thought like you might enjoy some Jack Daniels, it does speak well of him.
Yeah, exactly. I've been lucky. Most of the people I met over my career have been just really cool, laid back, and nice people. Even the superstars like McCartney, Elton John, just nice people. It was just really great to see.
Has there been anyone who's a jerk and you remember?
Yes, and I remember, but should I say his name? He's in the book.
Yes.
I wasn't.
Yes.
I mean, I feel bad because we just lost him. I mean, Ace Frehley wasn't so nice. Ace Frehley at Kiss. He was kind. Yeah, I shouldn't say it, but he was not so friendly. And he was quite. And the thing that got me
Okay.
was he was questioning my lighting, which you don't do. So he's questioning my
No,
lighting.
you do not.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, you put yourself in Barry's good hands and then you just smile
Right.
or do what he tells you. Like he's got it exactly the angles. He will make you look great no matter who you are. And with these guys, they're so cool. One of my favorite pictures in the book is it's of Bon Jovi, and it's them at the Byrne Arena in New Jersey. It says, let's see, yeah, New York City or the Brendan Byrne Arena, New Jersey. It's full hairband rocker Bon Jovi, and then on the next page is Bon Jovi with Dee Snider. And I don't even love John Bon Jovi anymore because he's gotten political and he's annoying.
I'm with you.
I still have I still have a soft spot in my heart for that version of Bon Jovi, which was just classic 80s hairband.
Right. Well, funny story with that is I'm not a big Bon Jovi fan, just musically, and I'm not a big 80s hairband. I'm a classic rock guy, blues guy. So Bon Jovi almost didn't make it into my book. My wife, Shelly, said, you got to put Bon Jovi. I'm like, oh, I don't like his music, though. He's like pop rock. And she kept pushing me. We had a dear friend, a close friend of Shelly, who passed away about a few years ago. And she was a big Bon Jovi fan. So I said, you know what? We're going to put it in for Melissa. So he's in the book.
Yes.
Yeah.
I appreciate Melissa getting you to do that, even in the way she did it, because a lot of us gals love that band. I mean, I'm totally Team Sambora, 100% Team Sambora, who is one of the greatest songwriters ever. But when you pulled it together, how did you decide what was going to make the cut and what wasn't? Because I know you have endless streams of these.
Well, so back when I shot, I used to shoot slides, before digital slides, black and white negative. So I had thousands of images to go through. I had to scan them. It was thousands of dollars, days and weeks, well, actually, I should say months of work just picking out. I got an old light box. I didn't have my light box anymore. So I bought a new light box with my little loop, started picking through photos, and we narrowed down. I think it's 136 pages, and might have to do a volume 2 because I left out some great shots that I I'm thinking of now that, oh, why didn't I put that in? Yeah, that's Michael Jackson.
Now, you and I, we met together for years doing headshots and so on, but we don't usually talk politics when we're together. However, I saw you at CPAC the last time I was there. So I have a pretty good idea of what your politics are.
Yes.
So I'm just wondering whether your politics have played any role in your efforts to promote your book.
Oh, yes. And same goes along with my headshot business too. I've been canceled. I've been people who won't use me because when they find out that I'm a conservative, pro-Trump guy, MAGA, whatever you want to call it, I get canceled. I had a Best of New Jersey was going to interview me for my book, and just a local New Jersey website where I live. 2 hours before I'm supposed to drive to their studio, I get a call or an email, this long email saying, our staff has done a deep dive on you, and we don't think you'd be a good fit. You're a little too controversial, And I wrote back to the guy, and I basically said, "Hey, I had no intention of discussing politics. I was coming to discuss my rock and roll book." I said, "I'm allowed to have my opinions, and if you don't like the fact that I speak out pro-military, pro-veterans, anti-Hamas, that bothers you, anti-men and women's girls' bathrooms, if these things bother you, then I guess I don't belong in your show." But yes, it does happen. I get canceled.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Cancel culture comes for us all eventually on the right. And that's why we have to stick together.
Absolutely.
Honestly, that's one of the many reasons why people need to buy Rock and Soul by Barry Morgenstein, holding up again. It's a beautiful book. I actually think this could do one of two things. Well, one of many things, but I'm just going to name how I am going to use this. This is going to be my gift for, and they listen to the show, so surprise. My girlfriends always come for like a Christmas luncheon every year, and they're all getting a copy of this.
Oh, wow.
So,
that's so
set
cool.
several aside for me.
Thank you. I will.
I also think this would be a great hostess gift. It's right now, it's $69, but it's going for $59 today on Amazon. So you can get $10 off, which is a very reasonable price for this big, beautiful book. And it's so user-friendly. It's effortless for people. So it'd make a great coffee table book. For Christmas, for Hanukkah, for any holiday that's coming up that you want to celebrate. Nobody ever gets each other like a nice, pretty book. That's always something that maybe your decorator would get for you. But like people, if they get a book, they get somebody like a mystery or something, or a biography. This is a great sort of beautiful option for people that will bring people a lot of joy, because you're seeing all these great musicians who you grew up loving and listening to. And it's something lovely for people to just thumb through while they're sitting on the couch having a convo or having a drink with their spouse.
Yes, and actually, if they want a signed copy, then they can go to my website too, which is barrymorgenstein.com. So you have the choice.
Okay.
Yes.
And Morgenstein spelled with STEIN.
Yes.
.com. So we want to support Barry for a number of reasons.
Thank you.
Please, because I need him to stay in business for me personally.
Right, exactly.
But also because it's a beautiful book, and it's really rare to find a fair and balanced photographer who doesn't recoil when the entire Fox News staff walks through the door needing a headshot. And you're to be credited for that. And we should support you when you're coming out with something like this, especially because you will not be booked on Morning Joe. You will not be booked on Good Morning America.
Nope.
You will not be booked, even though this would be a great excuse for them to run great pictures and great clips that they all know everybody would enjoy, but they won't do it for reasons discussed. All right, so people, go support Barry. It's the one time of year that Birch Gold Group gives away free gold with every qualifying purchase. That's right, for Black Friday, when you convert an existing IRA or 401k in whole or in part into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold, Birch Gold will send free gold to your home for every $20,000 purchased. Gold started this year around $2,600 an ounce. By October, it was over $4,000 an ounce. Why? Global uncertainty. 2025 has been defined by trade wars. Central banks are pulling from the US dollar as the global reserve currency, and military tension continues to build. Gold thrives in times of uncertainty, and if you are looking to diversify your savings, Birch Gold can help you. Plus, now through November 30th, get free gold with a qualifying purchase. Just text MK to the number 989898 to claim your eligibility and for our free info kit on gold. But your opportunity for free gold with purchase will end on November 30th. So don't wait. Text MK to the number 989898 for full details. Message and data rates may apply. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.